If I tell you about the Italian Alps, I'm sure your thought will fly to the beautiful and rocky mountains of Trentino Alto Adige or the high snowy 4000-meter peaks of the Aosta Valley, or why not the Belluno Dolomites or the Lombardy Alps. And of course you are right, because they are all great. However, there are particular Italian Alps that you have surely never heard of. The valleys of the furtive pigmy, so easily forgotten, to make an easy quote. But before talking about them, watch folks, I'm Lawrence and my aim is to show you many places around the world from my partial human perspective. Before I start, help me to grow this project, snap me a like and subscribe. Coming back to us, we were talking about the Italian Alps, in particular the most underrated and unknown Alps in Italy. I'm talking about the Sea Alps. In the south of Piedmont there is indeed a very strange city where the people are a bit old-fashioned, with a great desire to get involved, and where you can breathe the air of real Piedmont, you know, the region on the northwest of Italy. This city is called Cuneo and is the crossroad from which you can reach the beautiful mountain valleys of which I want to talk about today. In this area there are many valleys to explore, to name a few: Tanaro, Corsaglia, Maudagna, Ellero, Pesio, Vermenagna, Gesso, Stura di Demonte, Maira, Varaita e Po. They are all beautiful, but even I haven't had a chance to explore them all yet, and although I love the Maira Valley very much because it's very closed, dark, rocky, but also green and lush, I don't know it well enough to introduce it to you. Think that I have never ever shot a video there, so today I'm going to talk about the three valleys I know best. The mountains you are seeing in this video and you have seen so far. And they are Vermenagna, Gesso and Stura di Demonte. Is the area where there is also the Maritime Alps Nature Park, which I have already shown you something about. So, let's start in greatness with the first one. Vermenagna is probably the most famous in the area thanks to the alpine ski slopes of Limone Piemonte. It's probably the most touristy, and there are also some places where you can go shopping, have some chill time with a good cup of tea, or have a little stroll around the city. And it's also cool because in Limone in winter there is a nice skating rink. There is also a very nice village dedicated to Pinocchio, of which I made a video a short while ago here on the channel, where there is also the Troll Craft Brewery for those interested. The valley I know the most is the Gesso Valley, whose most characteristic villages are Valdieri and Entracque. I spent my weeks of holiday here every year since I was 4. It was great, and it's grand also in winter. Entracque's cross-country ski track is famous and a lot of competitions are organized in winter. And near at Valdieri you can visit the Bandit Caves, where remains of the cave beer were found in the past. If you are interested, let me know, I will gladly make a video about it. And finally the beautiful Stura Valley, a very wide valley with 3 interesting little villages to visit. The Monte, of course, Vinadio with its stunning and majestic fort built in the first half of the 19th century, and Bagni di Vinadio, really nice also for the thermal baths, but I didn't already make a video there. In all the 3 valleys there are many quick hikes that are within everyone's reach. The forests of Limone are wonderful, for example, or I also love the fact that you can reach many refuges where you can eat tasty polenta with many surprising toppings. I have already brought you some of these refuges here on the channel. If you are interested, they are wonderful, and don't worry, I will slowly bring you more and more. If you are a professional hiker, there is also the Sentiero del Lupo Wolf Trail, which I cannot tell you about though because it's very new. If you want, I will leave the link in the description. In conclusion, why visit these valleys instead of the other more famous ones? There's no real reason, it's just another strange place in our strange world. Maybe you won't see the sublime beauty of the glaciers or the Dolomites here, but it's a place with its own character, with these rocky and at the same time cozy mountains ready to make you sweat on the beautiful trails and fill you up with the crepes or polenta. A place where mass tourism hasn't arrived yet, an unknown place, perhaps still very much tied to traditions, maybe even a little chill, a place where you will taste new flavors and meet people completely different from your usual idea of Italy. For me, as you may have guessed, it's a place I am fond of and cannot fail to visit from time to time. A place where I grew up, where I met many new friends and spent afternoons playing soccer or skiing or riding bikes or climbing mountains to take pictures. And sometimes I also took the opportunity to take a little trip to the beach in Menton or in France, which is quite close. So, if you are planning a trip to Italy, think about it. I will keep you updated with new videos about these places from time to time, I promise, especially about the refugees. I love refugees. Anyway, I hope I have ignited your curiosity, so see you next week with a new breathtaking video. I will probably take you to my beloved Aosta Valley. In the meantime, cheers.